Hello, family, and welcome back to Be Plugged In Sharing is Caring. I know it's been a while, but I'm back now. In this channel, we discuss all things personal development, health, and wealth. So, in my last video, I spoke about ways that you can make money online, and one of them was teaching English. So, why teach English? Well, according to so many articles out there are billions of people on the planet who want to learn English. But why do they want to learn English? So they can improve their career prospects, they can be employed globally. And if you want to study abroad, you have to do an English test to test your English proficiency. If you're from a non-speaking English country, which, the list is determined by the country you want to study in. For example, if you want to study in the US, Canada, or UK, and you're coming from Africa and other countries, you'll have to do a proficiency test, which is called the IELTS test. But that's another story for another video. So, besides the market for, besides the demand for English, it's also nice to teach at home because it allows you the flexibility to work as much or as little as you want, and you don't have to be location bound at all. You can teach at a coffee shop. You can, teach somewhere like at the beach, like I'm here now outside making this video, but I could be teaching as long as the background is not noisy. But why English? What do we need to study this English or to teach English online? Okay, first of all, you need a Tefl certificate. The Tefl is TEFL. So it stands for Teaching English as a Foreign Language. Now, the courses range from a couple of R100 to the thousands. Depends which organization you do it with. You need a 120-hour Tefl certificate. So it has to be 120. That is what the schools want. And you can do more. You get 300, you get 180 Tefl hours courses. So it's all up to you, but the minimum requirement is 120. Some courses will give you the option of doing the practical side of it. So they'll set aside maybe a day in person or online where you practice your practical skills. So why do you need a TEFL? Now, this TEFL course, you need it whether you have a BEd, Bachelor of Education degree, whether you have a master's degree in English, you've taught English for 20 years, in high school, you're a lecturer, it doesn't matter. You still need to do that TEFL certificate because it gives you the skills to teach English to speakers of other languages, to teach English as a second language. So they focus on things like grammar, correcting grammar. You teach listening, you teach speaking, you teach reading, you teach writing. Those 4 functions you need to be able to teach from beginner level, from people who have never been exposed to English in their lives up to, your advanced students who are maybe your business professionals who just want to practice their business, everyday business English for work purposes. So you need that TEFL certificate. And it's got also the methodology of how you go about teaching, because unlike mainstream teaching, with your beginners you have to use a lot of props, and I'll come to that in a bit. Okay, so we've gone through what you need in terms of certification. What else do you need? Okay, you need a stable internet connection. So if you're in South Africa and we are plagued with blackouts, what you need is a UPS or an inverter, whereby you can keep your lights on, your laptop on, or your phone on when load shedding, during load shedding or during a blackout. So your class or your lesson is not interrupted. It doesn't interrupt the power supply when now the power switches from Eskom to UPS, because they are the backup support for your electricity. Yeah, that's the best thing, is there's no connection interruption, because schools are notorious about any interruptions. You also need noise cancelling headphones with an external mic, like this one I've got here in my hand, kind of like this, like you're in the call center. And it has, most schools will specify that it has to be the USB tip. You see, mine is this one, but some schools will want a USB tip. USB connector to your laptop, but it must be noise cancelling. No gaming headphones, please. You also need to use props, because when you teach, you could be teaching kids who are beginner level. You could be teaching an engineer who's a beginner. So you need to use some strategies. They teach you how to use props in a method called total physical response, or TPR, whereby you have to use your body, you have to instruct the student to repeat after you to make the lesson more effective. Like you for example, you are teaching like cat, so you'll point out cat, to say cat, cat, cat. Then now if you want the student to repeat, because okay, they don't understand English, but you're teaching them that this is a cat, then he'll say, can you say cat? So by cupping your ear, you are showing the student that you are listening, so they need to say it back. So that's one of the ways. So you need lots of props. You don't have to buy them. You can print them. Go to Pinterest and print. If you'll be teaching kids, I prefer adults. You still, you can never go wrong. Like if you're teaching about an elephant, they have no idea what an elephant looks like. So you can have that. Or if you like, obviously, if you're using Zoom, you can always share your screen and you show a picture on your computer. Some schools will want a degree in addition to your Tefl certificate, but some schools just want a Tefl certificate. Then there are some platforms that are not really fussy. They just want you to be proficient in English. It depends on the school. What is the salary? Okay, I did my TEFL in 2020. I finished it end of 2020. And I applied, no luck. And I think it's because I prefer to teach adults. So now I'm trying to go the solo independent route. You see, before lockdown, the salaries were very, very high and teachers were teaching abroad. But now with lockdown and some teachers were trapped in foreign lands, they had a bad experience. So now everybody now is going online. Some are saying it's saturated online, but some people are getting jobs every day. So I think it depends on how you go about the interview as well. So it ranges. I think now, companies now are offering around $5 per hour upwards. And I know a lot of teachers say that is too low. It never used to be like that. It's COVID, and also that there's an oversupply of teachers. And they like to exploit, teachers from, South Africa and the Philippines. And because some countries will pay more if you're a teacher from the US, UK, Australia. But if you're from like the Philippines or South Africa, then the pay is lower. But some schools will see South Africa as a native, as native speakers, as that English is our first language. Some schools don't recognize us as native, so we fall on the under the non-native group. But it depends per school. But from what I've been reading, the research I've been doing, going independent is lucrative. That is where you get your money's worth. You can charge as much as $100. I know people who teach in who had Russian clients and were teaching business English, which is what I've specialized in. So when you teach business English, you can charge up to $100 per hour per session, because you're independent. You're not affiliated to any school. So, but I think on average it's about 12 per hour, $12 per hour. And I know a lot of teachers now are cautioning that you should not have only one job. You should have more than one job, because sometimes one school will have an oversupply of teachers, and then you find that you may not have bookings, or you may not be assigned students for a whole week, a whole month. But if you've got a backup, so that's what you do. There's 3 ways you can go about teaching, which I will cover in my subsequent videos. You can teach online. You can, for a school, you can teach a platform like Cambly, whereby you register your profile and you let students choose you. So it means you have to market yourself. Excuse my kid there. He's on the tablet. Sorry about that. Also, you can go independent. That's the third route and the most lucrative one, especially if you go the business English route. Sometimes a company may hire you to teach their employees. So that's more money. And I think that is it. What have I left out? So what I'm going to do is, okay, maybe you're asking yourself, where can I get this course? How much? Lucky for you, I discovered this when I was doing my TEFL course. There is a free TEFL course you can do with Teacher Record. I'm going to put the link in the description box. So you can start if you feel this is a good fit for you. It's not for everyone. And teaching kids is not for everyone. Teaching kids is not for me. So that's why I'm going the adult route, and there aren't many jobs for adults. They're mainly for kids. And if you're gonna be teaching kids, you literally have to be animated. You have to be a clown, literally a clown, to be animated. You can go on YouTube and watch videos on teaching English, live English teaching videos. There you will see them. So I hope this video has shed some light. I will be doing more videos on the subject of teaching English. I'll also cover teaching English abroad, which countries are best for adventure, for money, and for growth. So I'll cover all those in the subsequent videos. I'll do I'll do a series on teaching English online. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your time. Thank you for lending me your ears. Apologies for the noise in the background. So I'll link in the description box the course, the free TEFL course, and then you can decide if you want to do it or not. You do it at your own pace. Some companies will give you a whole year to access the course. After that, they shut you down. So you have to do it. Some people do it within 2 weeks, within 3 months, 6 months. It depends on your current situation in terms of how busy you are. Are you a mom? Are you working full time? Are you running a business? So those things we take into consideration. But these courses, right, are quite intensive. They're very, very intensive. Do not take them lightly. They are not easy. Let me just share with you. They are not easy. Finding an online teaching job is not easy, but it's doable. It's possible. So if you found value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe to this video. Until next time, God bless. Bye.